Lights, camera, confusion. The rich and famous keep claiming that they've been struck by a disease most people associate with weekend hikes. But when you look closer, the patterns don't track. Whole families infected, models, musicians, politicians, all bitten by a tick, or bitten by something far stranger. So I came across this list on the X, and it shows all of these celebrities who claim to have Lyme disease. I don't know, maybe it's all a farce, but I do know recently we saw that Justin Timberlake claimed that he had Lyme disease. Others included in this list are Justin Bieber, Bella Hadid, Yolanda Hadid, Anwar Hadid, Avril Lavigne, Shania Twain, Alec Baldwin, Ben Stiller, Kelly Osbourne, Amy Schumer, Riley Keough, Kelly Flanagan, Debbie Gibson, Kelly Dodd, Ramona Singer. Some of those are housewives, so I don't know how celeb you want to put them. Chris Christopherson, Daryl Hall, Alice Walker, Christy Brinkley, Christy Turlington, George W. Bush. Well, you know something's up there. And Richard Gere and a few others. Okay, so that all of these celebs, like, I don't know about you, but me, I always used to think, oh, you get that when you're out hiking. You get the Lyme disease when you're out hiking in the woods. Does anybody picture some of these people going out hiking in the woods? I don't. I do not. No. Just my opinion. But we're going to look into it. Of course, all alleged for entertainment purposes only, not facts. I kick down with snarky opinions. Oh, what is the deal with all these celebrities allegedly battling Lyme disease now? So is this being used as a cover for a cover story for something else? That they all have this? I don't know. Let's start with that. Is Lyme disease being used as a cover? Yes. Yes, it is. Allegedly, in my opinion. This is being used as a cover up for some other blood thing. To use in a defense, and I don't get it. Something else. They're using this as a cover to use as a defense related to blood. Like, you are the father. Okay. Let me pull the rest of these because this is just... There is some type, allegedly, my opinion, not fact. There's some type of cover up here in terms of we have this. Now this, the Lyme disease, I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. I read cards. Is some type of thing that they can twist and turn into something else later to come down the road. Because the skeletons in the closet are, this is like some type of, I want to say home infusion of blood. Home infusion because they're like trying to, F me. Fountain of youth, getting high, off the chrome, allegedly in my opinion. Don't put that word in the comments. So, they're getting treatment for Lyme disease, but it's trying to wash out the blood. This whole thing feels very medieval in terms of the treatment these people are trying to do. And they're waiting to see what are the results from this washing of the blood. They've like all... Something happened here. Like either... Well, let's find out. How did they all like get to this thing that they're now all washing their blood? That's my opinion. How did they get to like, hey, there's a raid going on, or hey, we got a bad batch. Those are my thoughts. But all of a sudden, like, oh, tell everybody we have Lyme disease in case this comes up later. In the meantime, we have to wash our blood. Okay. How did this come about? Everybody, let's go medieval. Okay, Sounds great. Anybody got some maggots to put on my body? Allegedly, my opinion, I'm going to say that somebody who was the dealer of such a thing that these people love to take got caught. Got caught. Like they've been watching this, we'll say dealer lady. They've been watching this lady for quite a while. She got caught. Word got out when these fools couldn't get their stuff anymore. And there's this idea that, and I'm not quite sure yet how they think they're going to get tested, or they're trying to wash away gunpowder, essentially. Like they're at the scene of the crime because they took the product and they're trying to wash away the gun residue, right? Gunshot residue, not the gun residue. The gunshot residue. This is essentially what the celebs are trying to do. Oh yeah, I caught that Lyme disease. Didn't you see the news story in my favorite magazine? Yeah. Oh, well, I think I'm clear. I don't know. So it's almost this idea that these celebrities think that their blood is going to be tested to connect them back to this lady who is providing certain products. Okay, so the celebrities, my opinion, they think they have an idea, like someone gave them a heads up. Who knows if the heads up is true or not, but someone gave them the heads up. Hey, we got your number one lady who gives you that, eternal life serum, and we're going to be testing all you fools to see who took it, however they administer it. We're going to come and run a blood test on you to see how you got it, if you have it, right? What can we do? Oh, let's do this weird ass thing. So I don't know, because I'm not a part of this weird demonic group, and how ingesting this thing can affect your blood work, blood panels, blood whatever. So the celebrities think that they're going to fix this because I got a tip. Oh my God. Fucking W. Bush, though. I don't know. He always looks like a demon. Does he really age that much? A little bit. But anyway. What truth lies behind the Hadid's family multiple Lyme disease diagnoses? That one I remember. That started, at least for me, that story started when I saw Yolanda Hadid on Beverly Hills Housewives. And she claimed she got it. And then the rest of the family. That's where I remember hearing that story first. And I'm like, Lyme disease, that's just such an odd one. Okay. And then later, there was scuttlebutt. It's all alleged. Scuttlebutt that she didn't really have Lyme disease. That she actually had a reaction to the booby implants. But she would never admit it because she now had adorned the Lyme disease label to her body. And then all the family had it. All right, so why is the whole Hadid family apparently got the Lyme disease? Because they're all taking the product, I assume. But it's kind of weird. They're trying to hold on to whatever they've got. I don't know what they really have. I mean, they have those models in the family. Yeah, they're trying to hold on to their money and their power. So they must have all been customers of this lady. And should anybody find out, then everything they have worked for would be taken away. Okay, and I would say this would be under the direction of their own maternal. Allegedly. I wasn't there. Not fact. Okay. Let's see if there's Let's see why they're picking Lyme disease. There's other things they could be picking and they're not. Why are they picking Lyme disease? None of these people look like fucking hikers to me. Why are they using that? What is the... There's a similar type chemical response in the body. That's interesting. So whether you're given some chrome or you're given some Lyme disease through a bite, the body would show it the same way or a similar way. I don't know if it's the same way, but a similar way. That reminds me, I guess, what is the whole thing with poppy seeds and don't take poppy seeds because it'll look like you tested positive for something. I don't know. I don't do drugs, but similar idea. So this is what they're relying on because should they get tested, it would be like, well, let's see if you really have it or if you have the addiction to the fountain of youth. And they're like, sure, test it. Go ahead. And then they test it and like, can't discern. Because it, like, whatever's doing a similar thing in the body in terms of changing a composition. Not that it's the same effect. Just that if they took blood, the results would look like that. Fucking dicks. Let's see, though. Is there a hidden marker that, like, all the ding-dongs here, they're like, oh, let's all pretend we have Lyme disease and, wash our blood and do all this silly shit. Is there a specific test they could actually do on them that would rule out Lyme disease and see that they've actually been drinking from the fountain of youth, shall we say? Is there like a marker in the test? Is there something? There's something, but it's a... I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But there is something I want to say. I don't know why I want to say it. That it comes like from the mother's, like somehow it reacts with the mother's DNA or something. If you're drinking the fountain of youth beverage, it is reacting with something that way. That I don't understand that. So I'm not a doctor or a conspiracy tinfoil hat doctor. I don't know enough about it to give you the information. However, there is, if they were to do additional testing, which I'd assume if this was going to go forward, that, the Fountain of Youth lady dispensary, if she's like, yeah, well, I gave it to all these people, right? It's got to be more than just these 8 people on this list, that you would give them a test. This test would have to be not just your general blood test, like, or are you boy or girl, but more like, what do you got? Looking for a poison or something, next level type test that would then change your response. So this is not just a basic test. This is like advanced test that shows that there's something different going on. And I'm not sure what this means though. This mother line. Or female line, I guess we'll say. Like, I don't know if they think they're going to pass it off as like, well, I inherited it. Almost like I inherited my brown hair or something. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. I was wrong. It's not related to mother DNA genes coming down, being affected by taking the Fountain of Youth product. This is more of the part of the washing where, God, what do they do? Is that like dialysis? Anyway, so they're in the process of doing this. There's some marker, something they're trying to wash out. I don't know what this means. Where it would be very hard to discern it. Okay, so this is where there's something that they're being given. So this is like not just like replacement blood given to them. There's something else put in there to help cleanse that they feel is going to protect them, to not be detectable on, oh, what was this? Like, I don't know. Like, say if you're drunk, what is your level, right? Are you 0.08? Are you 0.01? Like, it'd be a negligible amount to throw the book. Say you have taken a sip from the fountain of youth, and they would not be able to hold you accountable. However, there's some other marker tests, in my opinion, that they have that can. So there's something else I can get them on. So weird. Why'd they pick Lyme disease beyond? Is there anything else? Like, I'm just curious. Is there anything else we need to know about Lyme disease then? Because, like, maybe they could have picked something else, but they didn't. So what else can we know about this? Because I don't think it's a tainted batch. But whatever information we are being told that's out there allegedly from the officialdom, the scientist population or whatever, not true, my opinion. Some here, like, the narrative of what Lyme disease is, not true. Or, like, they don't know enough about it, but they do know, in my opinion. They know enough, but they're not saying. So they're just putting bullshit out here. So what we know about, like, oh, I went hiking in the woods and here came a tick and a tick bit me. Now I got Lyme disease, right? There's something, we're not getting the whole story. I think at some point we do get the whole story about what this really is about. The Lyme disease, I mean, that too. Why does this have to deal with children? Maybe, oh, God. I'm starting to think there was no such thing as, like, I don't want to say no such thing. Like, there's a thing, but it's not what they're calling it. It's not the origin of it. It's not any of that. It's coming from taking a drink from the fountain of youth that comes from the niños and the niñas, if you get my drift. And there's something about that this is a homegrown thing. Like 3-letter agencies. I think something's going to eventually come out about this shit. Like, what is the truth about it? Like, what have we been told? I don't think it's full disclosure of truth on this. And that comes out later. This shady shit. Like, fucking beyond shady. Yeah. I don't know. There's something else to come out about this, but this is a whole, like, it's a big conspiracy in my opinion. But what do I know? It's all alleged. Until next time.